Greetings, friends. Cameron Fraser here, minister at Knox-Metropolitan United Church, and I am delighted to be speaking to you on this video about PraySafe, our protocols for returning to in-person worship. Starting on October 4th, in addition to our 10:30 traditional service being broadcast online, worshipers will have the opportunity to attend in person here in the Knox-Metropolitan United Church sanctuary. Our PraySafe protocols have been created in accordance to the Places of Worship guidelines that were part of the government's Reopen Saskatchewan plan. We know that many of you have eagerly awaited this opportunity, while for others, attending worship in person is not yet the right thing for you, your family, or your community. Please know that whether you join us online or here in this space, that we are tied together through our words, our prayers, our stories, and our songs. The first thing that we ask is that anyone who wishes to attend worship register between Monday and Thursday leading up to that Sunday. This is to fulfill the requirement that places of worship have a full list of attendees and participants for contact tracing purposes. You can phone, email, or message us on Facebook. You will be asked to give your name and the names of anyone in your family worshiping with you. You'll also be asked if you need to use the elevator to arrive, or whether you have any other needs, mobility or otherwise, for us to consider when seating you. You will also be asked screening questions, whether you have experienced any symptoms of COVID-19, whether you have been in contact with anyone experiencing symptoms, whether you have been in contact with anyone who has tested positive, or anyone awaiting a test result. You will then be added to our attendance list for that coming Sunday, and you will be sent a confirmation email with further details. Unless you require the elevator, we ask that you arrive at the Lawrence Street entrance, and when you arrive, please already be wearing your mask, which we will wear the whole time that you are in the church building. A reminder about arrival time will be included in your confirmation email. Once you come here, signs like this will guide you to leave adequate space for other worshipers waiting to enter. Please remember that entering the church and finding your seat will take longer than it once would have. Please prepare yourself for this and be patient with our volunteers. If you begin feeling ill after registration, or are no longer able to answer our screening questions, please keep yourself and others safe by joining us online for worship from the safety of your own home. Inside the Lawrence Street door, you will be greeted by a volunteer who will confirm your arrival, and from here you will be guided towards the designated staircase towards the sanctuary. In the narthex, you will be greeted by another volunteer who will have printed copies of the bulletin available. To minimize shared objects, we will not be using hymn books for the foreseeable future, so the lyrics to the hymns will be printed in our bulletin. While we do have these available, we invite you to print your own at home, or bring a digital copy on a phone or a tablet. From here, an usher will guide you into the sanctuary. Ushers will bring you right to a designated seat. As you can see, our volunteers have marked out spaces that allow for the required 2 meters distance between individuals or family units, so we ask that you remain in the marked seat. If you do need to leave before or during the service, please follow the instructions that will be written in the bulletin. Throughout the service, worshipers and those who are singing will remain masked at all times. Those of us leading spoken parts of the service and reading scriptures will remove our masks when we come to our microphones for ease of hearing, and then we will return them before we take our seats. At the end of the service, after the postlude, we'd ask you to remain seated until our ushers come and dismiss worshipers row by row, allowing us to leave in an orderly fashion leaving adequate space for one another. As you can see, gathering for worship will feel different than it did the last time we were able to do so 6 months ago. It may even at times feel uncomfortable or quite emotional. Please take care of yourself. Be attentive to your needs and make decisions about attending that are right for you. As we don our masks, use our hand sanitizer, and wait patiently for those in front of us, I'd invite us to embrace these acts as a sacrament, physical embodiments of our call to love our neighbor, a chance to truly bless the space between us. So whether you join us in person or online, we are so glad to share in these times of reflection, prayer, and peace together, and to remember that we are not alone, that we live in God's world, and that together we are called to be the church. Grace and peace be with you, today and always.